Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you all? How's your day going? I hope it's going great. Mine is going awesome because today we have become a family, a community of 50,000 subs right here on YouTube. I just cannot believe it. At the beginning of this year 2023, I had set a goal for myself that I will hit 50,000 subs by the end of this year, and it's June. And guess what? We are already here. So it's because of you guys, your support, your love. Thank you so much for showing up for me, for joining the community. And just to extend my thank you, my gratitude to you guys, I'm sharing a biryani recipe today. It's a step-by-step recipe. I have tried my level best to keep it as precise as possible. So without any further ado, let's get to cooking. There are so many different types of biryani recipes, and today I'm sharing my version. So the first step is to slice the onion as thinly as possible. You can use a chopper like me, or you can cut it with knife. Then next step is to fry it and take it out and let it cool down. This is about 2 pounds of beef with bones. I'm adding it into the instant pot with water and ginger garlic paste. Now I'm adding salt, turmeric. The exact quantities will be mentioned in the description. Now adding some black peppers right here, and then I will pressure cook it for 30 minutes on high pressure in my instant pot. While the pressure cooker is doing its work, let's move on to the next step. So me and my family, we like to have potatoes in our biryani, especially my kids. So I like to put it in, but if you want to skip the potatoes, you can totally do that. It won't make any difference. Then I have chopped mint, sliced tomatoes, and I want to mention that the tomatoes are very thinly sliced. I have used my slicer, which I showed earlier. Then I have cilantro, and also I have serrano peppers, which I have cut into julienne cut. You can see that it's very thin, and I have also taken out the seeds because it will be there only for the flavor part. Now let me show you all the spices. We will need cinnamon sticks, cardamom, green cardamom, salt, red pepper powder. I use Shan Sindhi biryani masala, which is about 2 tablespoons. If you make your own biryani masala, you can use that too. And because I'm using salt and pepper, so that's why I'm using just 2 tablespoons. And then I have ginger garlic paste. I have some yogurt right here and some whole tomatoes. I will show you in a bit what I'm going to do with these whole tomatoes and yogurt. Now let me show you guys the next step of the cooking, and this is my Ninja blender, and I want to quickly show you guys this cord organizer. This is how I keep all the appliances cords neatly organized. I will link it in the description as well, and it's super easy to use. So now let's put the tomatoes, whole tomatoes, in the blender and blend it. And after blending these tomatoes, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the yogurt and then blend it one more time. We are making this mixture to create the gravy or the korma for the biryani. Please don't use tomato paste as it tastes different. This is how it looks. So this is the same oil in which I was frying the onions. In the same oil, I will put some cinnamon sticks, about 1.5 thin cinnamon sticks, and 3 to 4 green cardamom, and then mix it, cook it for about a minute, and then add ginger garlic paste and cook it for about 1 more minute. The key here is to not let it burn. Now add salt and red pepper powder. Be careful with the salt because we already added it in the beef, and you will add it in the rice as well. Now we will cook it for a few more minutes, and then add biryani masala, cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. Add potatoes in the mix, cook it for 1 to 2 more minutes. Make sure it doesn't burn. Now add the tomato and yogurt puree and let it cook on medium high. Now we will release the pressure from the instant pot. The beef is very tender by now, and the next step is to separate the beef from the broth. Broth will be used in a separate step. So take out all the beef and add it to the mixture that's cooking onto the stove. See, all the oil is separating. At this point, add the beef which you took out from the instant pot into the mixture and cook it for about 1 to 2 more minutes. Now add half a cup of water in it, cover it, and cook it for about 10 minutes on medium heat. While it's cooking, let's move on to the next step. It's mint, tomato slices, cilantro, serrano pepper, lemon slices, which is optional. I'm adding chaat masala. Make sure you completely wash your hands and mix it really well. Now we will add the bone broth which we cooked in the instant pot at this step and let it cook on medium to high heat for about good 15 minutes. While that is cooking, let's move on to the next step, which is rice. And while I'm taking out rice, I wanted to show you guys my rice dispenser. It is glass and bamboo. I will be linking it in the description for you guys. It's so beautiful, so easy to use, very practical, and I've been using it for a year now and I just simply love it. I'm taking out about 3.5 cups of rice, which I'm going to properly wash and soak for about 15 minutes. Now let's see the korma. It's time to cover it and cook it for more 10 to 15 minutes. Here I'm prepping the water for rice. I'm adding bay leaves, star anise, salt, and let it boil. While that's boiling, let's put together kevra water and some yellow food coloring for the very last step in the biryani. So this is the final form of korma that we will be using in the layers of biryani. I will thicken it a little bit more. And here's something very personal, a little childhood memory. Whenever back home my mom makes biryani, we always try to eat it with a piece of bread loaf, and here I'm tasting it to make sure everything is perfect. Let's move on to the rice step and make sure that the rice water is boiling like this before you add in the rice. Just remember that you are not cooking the rice 100% right here. You are cooking just about 75%. And let me show you what 75% means. See, when I'm holding these rice and I'm pressing with my hands, it's just breaking, but it's still a little bit uncooked. After that, drain all the water. Now the very last step, which is layering. I'm putting first layer, which is rice, then adding the korma of the biryani, which we cooked, and then add the potatoes. I separated it because it was very tender, and then the mixture of vegetables that we made. Now add fried onions, half of the fried onions which we did at the beginning of the recipe, and then add the remaining rice. Make sure the rice are completely covering the korma underneath, and don't try to push it or pack it too much. Now add remaining of the fried onions, the food coloring mixture that we made, and a little bit of oil. Now made a few holes so that the steam can travel everywhere and cook the rest of the procedure. Now add a piece of cloth, cover it, and cook it on high heat for 5 minutes, and then on super low heat for 10 more minutes, so total 15 minutes. While the biryani is steaming, let's make salad. We call it kachumar. I added some vegetables, salt, lemon juice, yogurt, and mixing it with my hands once again. Now it's the moment of truth. The biryani is looking so good. It smells so good. I wish you guys can smell it. Now mix it properly so that everything comes together really nice, and then serve it. Be ready to gather so many compliments because this recipe is so delicious. Let me know in comments if you have any questions, if you have any feedback. I would love to know. That's it for the recipe, guys. I hope you understood all the steps and you enjoyed the recipe. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, and if you have any feedback, please drop them in the comment section below. And as you all know, I live for the feedback. But please be nice and give me all kind of feedback so that I can improve on this long form video content, which is a bit new to me, so that I can improve my content, bring more value to you guys, and serve you guys better, which is my ultimate goal here. And also like and subscribe to my channel, and share it with others. That's how my content reach to other people, and they can also join the community. That's it, guys. I talked way too much in my today's video. I'll be back very soon with another home decor, DIY, organization, cleaning video, or maybe a recipe, another recipe. So till then, have a good day and bye-bye.